full of culture. Live from the 305, you know what I'm saying? Okay. We're calling this episode Boss Babes, because that's all we got coming through. You know?
Man.
That's all we got coming through, honey. I am your sometimes wacky, but ever so passionate for the culture, host Foxtel. And next to me, we have my co-host, No Play, okay? Owner of High Tech, so you might want to remember that if you break your iPhone, because you know we always do when you don't have insurance. Okay, so anyway, our other co-host, India, isn't here today, but it's okay, because although Halloween is, no play getting distracted by all the bug things coming through. Although Halloween has come and gone, we got some treats in store for you. And one of these snacks better get ready because they're about to be introduced. The first treat we have for you today happens to be our guest co-host. And she is a humanitarian and civil leader in Miami, in the Haitian community, North Miami. Yes. Let's welcome Dr. Pierre, a.k.a. Miss Vanessa P.
Yeah.
How juicy treat. Juicy treat. Here you go.
Thank you.
So how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm a little exhausted. I just finished up hosting a conference, a weekend-long conference.
Really?
Yeah. So
I was just about to ask you about your weekend. A weekend-long conference. Tell us about it. Why was it a weekend-long, and why did you have to do that?
I was actually a honoree last year for 2017 Millennial Women in Business for my STEM and Arts Ed program in North Miami. So this year I had the privilege of hosting it, and I was the mistress of ceremony. Yes, very good.
Okay.
Before we start, I know that I am a civic leader and I am ready for office, but I want this to be a fun interview. Okay, I want this to be a fun interview.
Oh,
I don't want it to be like an uptight.
you know what? That's what's up. See, you need a person in office that can do both.
Yeah.
You need a girl that can do both. Okay, know how to just put on different hats. So we're not Dr. P, we're Vanessa P today.
Vanessa P.
All right, say less.
But I will say, I don't know many people who have doctorates. Were you the first in your family to go off to college, or you in a long line of like?
No, I wasn't the first to go to college.
Okay.
Yeah, my parents went to college, but
They went to college in the States?
In the States. I'm first generation American, so meaning that all my family was born in Haiti, and it was us that came here, like their children came here and started being American. So first generation American.
Oh, all right. What schools did you go to?
I went to all the Haitian schools. So
Wait, hold on now. Let me see.
North Miami High School, North Miami Middle, WJ Grimes, but I also did go to North Miami Beach, which right, North Miami Beach, JFK, North Miami Beach Senior, and John F. Kennedy Middle. So in the same vicinity, in the same area.
Okay, so all right, we're going to get into in a second, but first I want to be nosy with No Play. How was your weekend? Yes, how was your weekend? Because I know it was interesting. I was a part of it a little bit.
Yeah, we did actually. Where we went? What was it? Soul Cafe?
Yeah, we went to Soul Cafe. Shout out to Soul Cafe.
Hey, shout out to the Breakfast Club.
And the Breakfast Club for stopping.
Sir.
That's all you did? You went there?
Excuse me? You're the wrong person business today. God.
I feel like
I did celebrate my cousin's birthday. That was it. We went out.
Okay, anything else?
No.
All right, well, I had an interesting weekend, part of which was with No Play. We went.
Right now.
I was able to meet Angela Rye. She's like one of my favorite people. And I said the weirdest things. So I have to get another chance with Angela Rye so we can, just have a normal conversation. Because she's like a friend in my head. And it was like meeting my friend, everybody's cousin. I was saying, like, girl, you like my girl crush? And I was like, but it's okay, don't worry. And then I'm like, why did I say that? It was like weird. But anyway, the most important thing I did this weekend was vote.
Yes.
And everyone need to make sure they go out and vote. And that's exactly we're going to talk a little bit about some of the amendments that you should be aware of if you have not gone out and voted. So,
before you get to that, you want to tell them about that little stipulation we just came up with? If they don't vote,
ooh, all right. If you're just tuning in, I have some news for you. We are getting serious about voting. We have 2 more days. What is it? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Yeah, 2 more days. Yeah, that second day. No day further than that. All right, ladies, if they didn't vote, we won't let them stroke.
Man.
No, sure.
I know that's gonna motivate you.
I think somebody made a song like that back in the, no, I just made that up. But no, for real. No stroke if they don't vote, so make sure you go vote or you're not getting any. Because it's vital. We need that. All right. So, if you did go vote, one thing I think we all could probably agree on is how tricky the wording in the amendments could be.
Yeah, agree. FCAT like.
Real worse. It's like they're trying to trick you. Like it's like they're like, okay, they're gonna think that this means this, so let's put it like prohibited, but the person might think pro means it's a go. All kind of stuff. It's just so many tricks. Like they gotta do better. Like why just break it down into common terms for normal people, right?
And you know something, just to add on to what you say, to what you said, a lot of these amendments are packed in, like it's more than one issue that's packed into one amendment.
Right.
So you think that you're voting for one thing, and really you may be pro one item and con the other item, but because they bundle it together, you're kind of like obligated to choose one, and it's kind of like picking your poison.
Right.
Yeah,
So
like the oil in the, what was it? The vape.
The offshore drilling and vaping.
Like,
those two don't even correlate, but they put them together so that you just
pick one of them.
yeah, they gotta do better with that. And the little details, once again, that you just will overlook because you thought you saw one thing, but there's another thing you might be giving up. So one amendment that we just listen, Black community, we need a yes on amendment what? 4. Everyone, listen, your cousin and them can't vote because of some mess they did years ago. And that doesn't mean their rights should be taken. We need to restore their rights.
Powers in the numbers, man.
Powers in numbers.
And to the people who may be ill-informed, it's not voting restoration rights for everyone. So if you have like a violent sexual crime, like if you rape someone, you're not getting or murder, you're not getting your voting rights restored. Sorry. Well, actually, I'm not sorry. So if you fall into any of those 2 categories, your voting rights are stripped as they should be, and it doesn't pertain to you. But everyone else, like for those drug offenses, you can definitely get your voting rights restored.
All right, and that sounds pretty decent. I can't say. So yes for Amendment 4, without a doubt. All right, another one, super majority to raise taxes, Amendment 5. Look, soon as it said to raise taxes, you should have known what you were going to do with that. Amendment 5, what are we saying with that? Probably nada. Okay, now, another one,
no taxes. Somebody coming.
Who calling me?
Shout out to them.
Call me just in case there's an issue with that. All right, now another amendment, Amendment 6, rights of crime victims. I have to say it was a commercial that was very
right. It got you. It's emotional.
It got me.
Like, what's going on?
How can I say it? The perpetrators, if you wanna, the ones that commit the crimes, seem to have more rights than the people they commit the crimes against. For instance, I don't wanna. Okay, not verbatim, but let's say sexual predator. Oh, you can't do this or they can't be labeled as a sexual predator. But there's no rights against the victim. Like you can roll right up on her after you done did something to her. So I am for Amendment 6, the rights of crime victims. Democrats as a whole are saying yes.
Yeah.
I've seen different Democrat ballots, and we're saying yes. I'm going to mention just one more because, we're a little behind on time. Amendment 3, gambling in Florida. That's one of those super tricky ones. It's like, should we or should we not? Because I was about to put yes, I was about to no. Let's go with the little white girl in the commercial. The little white girl in the commercial. No, for real, let me tell you about the little white girl in the commercial itself. But no, they're saying that because the lobbyists and casino owners, basically, they pretty much run the town and get in with the whatever laws and policies going on. They'll pretty much get into the politicians' heads, and because all that big money, I mean, they tend to listen to big money talks. We don't need that down here. We don't need to turn into Vegas. You might say, okay, that's jobs for people in our area, but from the research I've seen, not much is being put into the pockets of the employees. It's just big money for the big bosses at the top. And they tried to tie it with education, but even in the amendment itself, when you go to vote, they say they don't even know how it's going to be put towards education. How do you know when it's going to be put towards education? Therefore, listen to the little white girl from the commercial who touched me. She said, think of me, not 3. Somebody she said, but that stuck in my head when I went to the booth.
Definitely.
Not 3.
Definitely.
All right. So now that we're done talking about some of the most confusing amendments, I will say, we've seen these candidates, the candidates running for governor, they've been all over the place, all over Florida.
I've never seen one man be somewhere so many times.
Now look, you said one man,
Right.
I said candidates. We've seen Andrew Gillum at the Kyah City game,
Yeah.
North Day Library.
On Friday, just on Friday, like he was at the game, he was at North Miami Library. I think he was like in Orlando at the same time. I'm like, who?
I was getting notifications. That man has been on the move. And I was like, ooh, I need to get there. Ooh, I need to. But yeah, walking in Liberty City, in Richmond Heights, good. Like, I'm like, this man is all over the place. Now, Ron DeSantis, though, have we seen him?
I haven't seen him, but just to be unbiased, he was in Little Havana. Not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying he was in Little Havana, but you know the demographic of Little Havana.
Okay.
And that is a pro-Trump area, so that is his base.
So
but he hasn't even tried to come to the other communities. You know what I'm saying? So he just stuck to his base, he stuck to what was comfortable, and he didn't even try to, outreach.
Oh, okay, well, that shows you right there that who he's for and who he's not for. So make that decision, make a smart one. All right, so Miss Vanessa P. So you're running for office.
Yes, I'm running for office in the city of North Miami. I will be officially announcing in a couple of, very soon.
Exclusive.
Very
Now, all right, now I have to say I don't have many friends that run for different offices. I don't even have, I don't know that many people that put in the dedication that you have into the community and humanitarianism. Like, what made you want to make this your focus, this line of work?
Politics or just like youth enrichment programs?
Politics.
Enriching the community.
And as well as the community, service in the community.
Well, I grew up in North Miami, and when I came back from Bethune-Cookman University in 2012,
She's a wildcat.
so when I got back from college, I really wanted to integrate myself within the community, and I just noticed like a lack of programming for youth. So I mean, and really, if your community isn't providing those type of programs, then that's where you lose the youth. I'm not who the way I am right now is not who I was 10 years ago when I graduated high school. I was not, 2007.
Growth.
major growth. And just thinking like if we had those programs in the Parks and Rec department, if the city provided them, I probably could have been well equipped, better equipped to know what I wanted to do in life right when I got to college instead of changing my major like 15,000 times. Just access to different type of areas. So Academics Academy, we have an after school program at Thomas Jefferson Middle, a summer camp program at Christ Community Church in Biscayne Gardens, Aspira, Ben Franklin, winter camp at North Miami Library, just different locations. And what we do in the programs, we teach them how to fly drones, teach them how to make videos and
that's
commercials.
part of the STEM program.
Yeah, it's part of the STEM. So yeah, so we do all the STEM, STEAM actually, because we infuse arts within it. So
Is this a program that Dade County is pushing?
no, this is Academics Academy. What do you mean pushing, like sponsored?
No, what I mean by pushing is because that's like a buzzword in the public school
Ah,
system.
okay. Well, I mean, I guess, but I'm gonna. Well, I don't
You're
work for
doing your
Dade County.
thing.
I'm doing my own thing because I don't work for Dade County Public Schools anymore, and I teach adults. So I didn't really like the way
You got
that.
worried about the kids.
Huh?
Independent?
Yes, independence all the way. But I never taught little kids. I was always teaching high school. I taught at Booker T, Washington Senior High School, 12th grade, 10th grade. Like I've only been doing high school, and that's what I like. I like the older kids. So I really didn't like the curriculum that I was teaching. There was really no freedom, and I noticed that after you finish educating these kids for 12 years, from 5 to 18, they still don't know what they want to do because of lack of exposure. Right, so what I do with my programs, we fly drones, we learn how to edit, we learn how to make music videos or just commercials and just things like that. Because the problem with the curriculum that teachers are forced to teach now is not relevant. Okay, so we have kids, they're using iPads and iPhones all day long, but they're not infusing any of that into the curriculum. It's not fun.
That
Like,
is a good thing.
even when I was teaching,
Outdated.
it is very outdated. It's very traditional. And nothing that we do now is traditional. Everything is through the phone. You're looking at your interview notes through the phone. Back in the day, you would use those cue cards and you would flip through them. So the problem is that it's boring. The curriculum is boring. Even when I was teaching, and I taught FCAT retake 12th grade to 12th graders, mind you, we're reading boring literature. You know, I mean, it's relevant, but I'm just like, even me, I'm fighting to stay up. I'm like, now turn to page 5, right? So if you give them something interesting that they're interested in learning, they won't even know that they're learning. They don't even realize that they're growing their assets and what they like to do. So I just developed a curriculum where it just infuses what they do on a regular, like YouTube. We started their YouTube channels just for them to learn how to make YouTube channels and monetize off of it, right? If you're on YouTube 24 hours a day,
Showing them how to get some money.
exactly. If you're on YouTube all day watching it, like there's no reason why you should not be monetizing off of that. You know, so just even things as small as making their YouTube channel, just doing experiments. Because I actually read an article. You can read it. It's actually still up. It's on Business Insider. Ryan Soy reviews he's a 7-year-old. He closed out on $11 million last year.
How old is he?
7.
7.
Reviewing toys in front of the camera. $7 million.
Man, that's something to look into.
Okay?
Kids.
Everyone. Just opening toys and reviewing them. So there's no reason why our kids, why we can't tap into that market. That's free. Everybody has an iPad. Everybody has an iPhone. You don't even need any expensive. Get a tripod off of Amazon. Set it up. Everybody has internet connection, or you can go to Starbucks, set up shop, and that's it. You're good. So that's what we do. So that's what we do. We teach them relevant education.
That's what's up. How can people get their children into the program?
I'm glad you asked. You can contact me at info@artacademicsacademy.com. So it's Artcademics, ARTCADEMICS Academy.com. Or you can follow us on Facebook or Instagram, same name, Artcademics_Academy.
All right.
Oh.
All right, y'all make sure y'all check that out. Okay, well, before we add some more to the party, I want to ask, are you planning on going to the classic? Being that you are alumna of Bethune? Are you going to the classic or
I probably won't.
not this year?
Not this year because I'm gonna be heavy campaigning and I'm gonna be in campaign mode around that time. But I mean, there's really no reason to go because we already know the outcome. So.
Ooh.
That family marching 100 is the one. Shout out to everybody walking in with the bands.
Jack off.
Then y'all might beat
Why y'all
us
started in here?
in
Come on,
football
man. Yeah.
because we was whooping y'all the whole time I was in college. You know, while you were in college, y'all got whooped the whole time. Anyway, in conclusion, shout out to the Raptors. Shout out to the Wildcats. In conclusion. Okay, now, one thing we like to do, so you're going to sit with us, cool, guest host. I don't miss you, Indy, just playing. All right. So, there's something we like to do called Word of the Day. The word of the day is gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper,
And that's a buzzword in the podcast and music industry. A gatekeeper. What do y'all think a gatekeeper is? As far as in the music industry, at least.
That's like the bouncer.
The bouncer. I like that. The bouncer either lets you in or not. Okay, what you think? Pretty much.
Pretty much what you said. I think the gatekeeper is the person who holds all decisions. Like they have the power to determine where you're gonna go. Yeah.
All right. Gatekeeper is actually it's a lot of meanings depending on what area you're talking about. But in the hip hop community, when we mention gatekeeper, we're talking about the person that made a certain avenue accessible or killed it. And now they have, because they killed it or even opened it up. The plug. I like synonyms.
The plug.
All right. Because they killed it, now they're able to, co-sign who should get the key next or enter next. So, we're going to be talking about some gatekeepers today. All right? Now, we need some music. What's this drop on?
What's
What is he
man? Tell
saying?
me up.
What is going on?
What's going on back now?
Oh, all right. Okay. Now it's sounding right. Now, I told you we got some treats today. We have one chocolate and juicy one. But you know what? It's not over. Next, we're going to bring out the hottest, well, if not the hottest, one of the hottest MCs out of NYC, Queen. She's a queen out of Queen. And man, when I tell you, when we heard her spit, man, she probably tired of people saying how dope she is. But we're going to let you get a chance to witness this dopeness. At this time, we're going to welcome Queen's Own, Queen's Finest, Kyah, baby, to the 305. Pick up your like to keep it.
Building.
How you feeling?
I'm around good.
Good, you're looking good.
Hey.
That's all. How it feels to be in the 305?
It's cool, it's fun. I come out here often, so.
Oh, you do? So it's not the first time okay, you ain't on Miami squad, you come through.
I heard you was at the game today.
What?
You was at the game today?
Yeah.
Hey, you see how you bounced on.
Yeah, listen, I'm not into football, so it's fun though. I would definitely go to another game. It's fun watching the fans talk trash to each other. It's definitely fun.
Well, that's good. Now, you in Miami, I know you hit the club.
Yeah. I went to the Cameo last night.
South Beach. I mean, that's Miami.
Miami.
That's like,
Miami, because I'm from New York.
you over here with it now.
You gotta come to
You in the
us.
real Miami. Yeah, this part of the real Miami.
Today over there?
Yeah, what today is? This Sunday?
Sunday?
Oh, nah.
Huh?
Yeah, Yeah. No club today unless you living it up and live. Okay. So, Oh, man. All right, we are glad to have you.
Thank you for having me.
You came a long way, and you just dropped something recently recently
Yeah.
called Sincerely Kyah.
Yes.
Now, how's that being received to you?
It's doing pretty well for what it is. And when I say for what it is, it's like I have no label behind me. I have no big DJ behind me. I have no big cosign that, be posting out. It's just me and like a couple of my friends, my manager, and that's it. So it's doing
With
well.
the little help.
Right, and this is our first time getting on the road and finally promoting. We just been doing videos and features and videos for those features. So now that all that's out there, it's back to promoting the team.
Okay.
So it's doing good.
What's interesting is that I was watching a clip of you, and you actually you were going to name your first mixtape Sincerely Kyah. That's what I said. Yeah.
My first mixtape was the Rough Drive.
Yes, but I did see you.
The one before this, I was gonna name Sincerely Kyah. Yeah, Sincerely Kyah has been in mind for a minute.
Why you like that name? It sounds like it's meaningful to you.
It just was what I came up with. Being that my first mixtape was the Rough Drive. The next one was the Women Concerned. So I just figured I just end up that series with Sincerely Kyah. So it's Rough Drive to Women Concerned, then Sincerely Kyah.
Like the whole thing of 11.
Yeah, pretty much.
You let people call you Kyah, or they gotta say Kyah?
Baby.
Make sure you say the baby.
Nah.
Like on some baby stuff,
You can call me Kyah, baby, either or.
I hear a little New York. Is that New York accent?
Yes.
Oh, like I hear that accent.
Is it authentic?
Yeah.
It's
Listen, I've never heard a person impersonate a New York accent well. That's not from New York. So
yeah, I ain't even gonna try.
I got the tell
Once they do it, let me get a hot like hamburger, don't.
Real talk.
They got no accent.
Real talk, y'all accent like top two accent, the black folks accents to me. Like number one, probably New Orleans. Like they accent hot too.
Yeah, facts. They crazy.
Remy, all y'all be sounding like y'all ready to cut a chick at any moment. That's what that joke sound like. Now I got a little bone to pick. I'm not even gonna lie. Once again, I saw a clip. You had a top 5. I'm sorry. You had a top 5, and your number 1. I don't know if this was dead or alive, but your number 1 was Eminem. Facts.
Yeah.
Top 5 what?
Top 5, maybe dead or alive, rappers
Of all time?
Top 5 that I listen to.
that you listen. Okay, we gonna let you say listen
That I
to.
listen to.
See, that's
That's
subjective.
Who else was on
Because
there?
I'm not a biased Eminem fan. His last project I liked it. The last 3 before that I really didn't like it. I wouldn't say he's the best ever in the world. But from what I listen to, I like Eminem's work. And that's what got me into rap. I was never a rapper. I wasn't really into rap like that.
Really? And Eminem inspired you?
Yeah, because he is crazy. Like the Slim Shady Marshall Mathers EP is like, yo,
Nah, no.
like that.
I ain't gonna play that. I'll get that
Because it's like
credit.
imagination, like, yo, I could just make up a whole story right now of somebody working on block. Everybody else is like, I wasn't doing that stuff. I wasn't selling drugs and to the streets and killing people. I can't relate to that.
Speaking of story, I was listening to one of the songs, I'm not sure, but it was saying like your father is locked up.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah, he coming home this month though.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would like that.
Oh, see?
Freedom.
And you like your mother was abused, like
Yeah.
that's facts.
Yeah.
Oh, that
How
would be
did
research.
how did that affect you? I was listening.
From how I grew up, I had a lot of aunts. I witnessed a lot of physical and verbal abuse to females in my life, but I was thankful that they were all very positive role models in my life. Like they all got away from that. None of them stayed and made me think it's okay. Like this is okay. This
That's
is
what's
love. They all got away from that. They all showed me what it is to be a strong female. So it affected me, of course, in a way. Like okay, makes you angry, makes you upset, makes you like you want to have the strength to look, especially you look like, oh, if I was out to knock you out, but you like, no, I'm gonna get knocked out. So it definitely affected me. It's making me a stronger woman.
What was it like growing up in Queens? You know, we from Miami. That's why. Miami folks, no, we get out. I ain't gonna lie.
Queens is a little, it depends on part of Queens. Queens can be a little bougie.
Your part.
Now my part is, anything you done ever heard like 50 or Nas and I'm talking about is
What's the worst thing you probably ever witnessed?
Witness?
No snitching, yeah.
Somebody getting shot, I guess the person dying.
You really saw it in person?
Yeah, a lot of times. A lot of
Wow.
times. Being in shootouts, not me per se,
Oh,
somebody
I'm
got
saying.
shooting you know. My first time I
video.
seen somebody ran from a shootout, I was like 13 probably. And the first time I saw like a dead body, I probably was like 8. So yeah, when you get older, it's sad, but you gotta go used to it. I'm like, oh my God, most people, oh my God, it's my first dead body, but
You think if he wasn't raised in the area he was raised in, that part of Queens, like you wouldn't have witnessed that kind of stuff?
nah, I for sure when I was that kind
Oh.
of stuff. I was in my
Okay, you
my
better than me,
grandfather's
Arie.
funeral the other day, and like 2 weeks ago, and my mom was like, yo, she saw her friend, she was like, yo, they you like threw off the building back in the day. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, she was doing work and she was, you know, using the stuff that she's supposed to be selling. They threw off the building. I was like, dang, that's why she didn't buy no teeth. I mean, it's not funny not to say it's better. Now she really got no teeth. Yeah, it's messed up back then, but you know.
You said that you wasn't always rapping. When did you, so you're not a little girl like, I want to rap. What
No.
you wanted to do as a little girl? What's some things?
You know, I wanted to do almost everything. First, I wanted to be a lawyer. And
Really?
Yeah. Because I used to like to argue with people. I used to like to really think I was right.
Okay.
So I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I wanted to be a basketball player.
Okay, hoop star.
Yeah.
So when did you say, I want to rap? I'm going to do that.
I really wanted to, I really got serious about it like 2014, I would say. 2000.
But you've been at it before then.
Yeah, that was like the hype. Like when it, like 2011ish is when I really got into it. And then, you know, back then, the social media wasn't as big as it is now.
Right.
And everybody wasn't trying to rap like they're trying to rap now.
Right.
So when you back in your hometown and you rapping, you like a local celebrity. So, you know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, I can rap, you know, you little TV or whatever. Then I started rapping with DJ Self. I mean, you know, DJ.
I was going to ask you about that.
And then back then, you know, the promotion with the whole, I mean, I still got it out here with the car rap with your face on the vehicle. So I had that, and then we took trips, and my name was like on the big billboards and towels and big books. So I was like, it was lit. But then certain things that came with it, I'm like, I don't really want to do this. Like when you learn about the business and you don't have the right person like to guide you or mentor you, like I'm not doing this. Like I'm not telling you what to do.
You being modest though, because I done seen some videos of you going back to like 2007.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun then. To me, it was fun then. Like it wasn't like I'm gonna be a rapper. I want to be a rapper. It was like just a
I
fun
think
thing.
what she's trying to get to is like, what was like the first like, okay, was y'all like, it was just group of friends and y'all was just
When I
rapping?
first
just
started rapping,
playing around?
yeah. We was definitely playing around in school.
Yeah.
You always been as ill though?
Okay.
You always been as ill?
That's what it was. Like ninth grade, whatever, you be playing in the table or cutting
Yeah.
class and you laughing, and then sometimes, you know, you cut an ass and your friend is like, nah, you nice, like you can't play. Like sometimes you tell me like you can't play because you too nice. So then I started rapping like with a group of my friends in a
You
project.
gonna be your first rapper?
I could remember a little bit my first recording, but I can't remember my first.
Something like that one you wrote on a piece of paper with.
Yeah.
So, all right, you put a lot of work in, but one of the videos that really touched me was, I think it's called Ladies of Hip Hop.
Yeah.
That right there can come out on the radio right now.
Yeah, I'm actually considering it. She's blowing me up. I'm considering it going on, man. Like, I'm considering going over to like an original beat because I don't remember which Rick Ross song that was, but that's actually Rick Ross beat. So yeah, I don't remember.
Usual Suspects.
Yeah, because I said
They
that.
kind of-
Mom's might have been on that too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do it originally, you know, make it more up to date, but everything is still relevant in it, except for the fact that Remy's home now, and I could just switch Nicki and Kim to Cardi and Kim. So it's pretty much still relevant.
Still
Yeah.
relevant. In a way, those are, it's like you were showing love to gatekeepers.
Right.
especially you being from Queens, like, nah, I gotta ask, who you look up to the most? Like, out of NYC.
Yeah, for real.
Who I look up to.
Like, you was coming up and you felt them, like, you gotta listen, like, daily
As an artist,
as an artist.
definitely 50 Cent. 'Cause
Okay.
he was from the town and from being from Bricktown and then actually making it. It's like, wow. Because nobody really made it like that from Queens back then. Besides Nas, and Nas is from Queensbridge. That's a whole nother side of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Science.
Yeah. And, Ja Rule too, but, back then it was weird. Like, you could be, like, this could be a main street and this side of Queens might have people this side of Queens. So this side of Queens is Ja Rule and we didn't really bang with. I didn't care. I wasn't into that. I liked Ja Rule, but he wasn't like, oh, I looked up to Ja Rule. When 50 came out, I was like, oh.
So you picked 50 over there.
That's what I was like.
So
Oh, yeah.
so in 2002, it was you that picked.
Of course.
Now we know who to
The
play.
hometown. We got to be the home team, definitely.
Would you, if 50 wanted to sign you, would you sign with 50?
And that it depends on the contract. Look at
Oh, this is smart. All right.
Wait, the money gotta be right. That bag gotta be there.
Okay. So, all right. Oh, you was gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
Go ahead.
XXL, they mentioned you.
Yeah.
As one of the top 5 rising artists.
That's a big deal.
Why?
Yeah.
What's that to you? Like,
Anytime I see something like that, it's always humbling because for one, it's unexpected. Like a lot of people sometimes will message me like, "Yo, how you get on WXL? How you gonna contact somebody?" I don't. They just. I see it just like how you see it randomly. Like so, people hit me up, I just be as shocked as dumb. But it be, it's very humbling. So it is. Sometimes, like I said years ago, I really didn't want to be a rapper, but now that this is what I do full time, it's very encouraging for me. It's my own self motivation. If people tell me I motivate them all the time, but things like that when it come out, because a lot of times when you go through stuff as an artist, sometimes you really just want to quit, or you really just want to pause life real quick. I don't know what show that was. I was not little. You used to pause it and be the only one talking. And it's like sometimes I just want to do that. Like let me pause everything and just think. But it's definitely a great humbling experience. It's pushing me to keep going, because you never know who's watching.
What, have any MCs from NYC embraced you as an artist yet? Publicly or anything?
Yeah, definitely. Cam, I was just with Cam last night, so he embraced me and he followed me on.
Killer.
He followed me a while ago on Instagram and he was telling my man last night. He was like, yo, this is tough shit. Yo, shut up, shit. And
I'm sure he's a tough crowd now. So.
It is because artists, but I don't know why, but big artists really, they don't really show you love publicly on social network. But when you meet them, like, oh, I heard that joint was fire. I'm like, yo, why you can't tell me on Instagram so everybody can like it too? Because you know a lot of people follow it, like, oh, they like it, I'm like it. It's like 50 Cent, he followed me too, and then Mad, after he followed me, Mad, I was out here, I think my name is good. Look, I'm gonna have to move out here, matter of fact. I was out here at a party, a cameo again, matter of fact, and he followed me randomly. I was like,
y'all better go
cameo. Wrestling pages, that wrestling guy, and started following me, and then Mad, all them other joints started following me, so.
Let me ask you a question. So, there was always like a trend. So a lot of New York rappers were popular. Then it was the ATL shift. Then all the Miami people were popular. But now I see the shift is going back to New York. So how long do you think that shift will stay, and where do you think is the next place that the next popular artists are going to be from?
I think it depends on the direction of the music. I see a lot of people like from Detroit and stuff emerging. So I think like Detroit, Chicago, and them gonna be next. But right now, New York, it depends on the sound. It's a sad thing that a lot of artists are dying like from drug use and stuff. So I think it's starting to shift in the music because a lot of artists is like it's affecting that they're losing their friends. I'm like, y'all gotta stop rapping about this now because you gotta switch it up. Which is why I think New York kind of is doing their thing right now because they're home of hip hop.
So, all right, you buzzing. All right, but how long do you think it take? Like, were you always buzzing? Because it take a while for a lot of artists to catch fire, and sometimes, rarely, artists just pop out of nowhere. Like, did you just pop out of nowhere, or did it take some time? Like, did you release a lot of mixtapes along the way?
I actually didn't. It just, everybody's story is different. I can only tell my story. From my experience, it did take a long time. I just started utilizing my social networks more. And
Yeah, because it's a different game.
right.
Yeah.
So what I noticed is nowadays, I'm gonna be completely honest, if you don't really have like a bag or money behind you, or you don't have a huge following, it's gonna be very hard. I didn't have a huge following and I didn't have no bag behind. But thankfully I did a freestyle one day, then Flex reposted it, and then a lot of other pioneers in the game reposted it out of nowhere, and it wasn't even supposed to. That turned into something else, because I never planned on doing it.
So you would say Flex took it to another level when he was on there?
Yeah. No, even before that, I just did a regular freestyle on my Instagram. I was gonna do it for him in person. I had a show, and this one guy performed, and it got crazy, and everybody dispersed. So I couldn't even say what I wanted to say to Flex. The freestyle was to say to his face. So I just put it on Instagram, and he heard it, and he reposted it, and then Jacob reposted it, Don DeMarco, Ben yeah, like this celebrity like Swiss Beats commenting on it, Wale, like people just commenting on it or reposting it, cause like and then months later it
I
hit
think
me
I
up.
even see Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, Jada Pinkett reposted that
Jada.
was
That was major.
She probably thought you looked like her when she was younger. So she was like, she reminded me of me. She wrong. All right. So, you had something else? My bad. I be cutting y'all off.
I gotta ask. I don't know nothing. Go ahead.
All right. So, I enjoy a couple of your songs, and I like how you can get in your feelings, but not too much. Like, you just, yeah. Like, I like that vibe. It's like, oh, she didn't go too deep, but she went there. I kind of want to get into the album, but I'm gonna wait on getting into the album if you had something you want to say before that.
No, we can get into it. I was gonna ask.
About some more freestyles and different things like that.
No, I was gonna ask about
Who you been-
how you feel about yourself right now. Like you young and man.
Me, I'm always better on myself.
Hey,
There's no beef and no tension. I love to work with the girl, but I'm always better on myself.
Oh, y'all the ones?
That's what I want to do.
Nah, y'all both girl. That was nice.
That's what I want to hear.
Oh, well, since you asking questions like that.
Hey, listen. I need to know how you feel about yourself.
All right. Who spit? Who spit? You or Tekashi 6ix9ine?
No, come on, me.
Yo,
man.
boy.
You listen to him? You listen to him?
Once they play on the radio, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I downloaded the mixtape or something if it dropped, yeah.
Who you listening to right now? That not who we've listened to, over the years, but who are you currently listening to that's kind of on the charts right now that you can say get play on your phone? Nobody.
I like R&B. I like R&B. I like R&B, and I like early 2000s music.
Who
So
feel like
I
R&B?
just downloaded mad stuff to listen to in the plane. Like I downloaded Swiss Beats. I downloaded Jeremiah and Ty Dolla Sign's thing. I downloaded Metro Boomin. And everything that just dropped, I downloaded so I can listen to it and get it, stay in tune with what's going on.
So I know you got. Hey, you need to let me know. I know you got. I know you. So you mentioned you have a brother. Because I was gonna ask you, do you have siblings? That's the only sibling you have?
Nah, I have a lot of siblings.
You got a lot of
Yeah, that's my father.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Are they all proud of you? Is the family proud?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, they are. So they support you all the
Yeah,
way.
I mean, my mother be kind of hard on me because, like, I guess of what she went through and because she's a mother, but my family is very supportive. My mother is just now starting to be like, all right, maybe you can be a macro. like she's with it, but now she's more so like, okay, I see it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, they got to see
She
some
wanted,
profit.
yeah, she's young, but her soul is very old school. Like, oh,
Yeah, you were supposed to do
better
things.
wait for that city and retire and then right. Like, she don't,
All of them. All of them things. Okay, now if you could sign to a label tomorrow, what label would you sign? Like we know you looking for that right contract, but what's that label you would sign to tomorrow?
I really don't know.
You don't know, you got
She
to
like,
know
no.
options open.
She said,
My
no,
own.
that bag, right? What was that?
That's music. I don't know.
Not Rock Nation or
I don't think Rock Nation really a thing believer. I think they just do the management thing.
look, child, you know.
Yeah.
All
I
them,
know
hey,
now. I know
all them
now.
like this, Jay-Z. I just said Rock Nation.
I know.
Okay, let's get into this album though. All right, so Sincerely Kyah, y'all definitely need to check that out. I did, and you come on hard. You didn't play with them.
I got one question. Before you get your album.
Okay.
Why we ain't cuffing, but that's my baby.
Cause we ain't. You just saying.
Why we ain't
Got things to
cuffing?
do. I'm covering the bag.
What's wrong with cuffing? Christmas coming up, Thanksgiving.
It's a distraction.
I like
Yes.
it.
It's a huge distraction.
And you gotta
And
say
yes, if
that.
you're not just career oriented or have your own thing going on, it's a big distraction. It's a lot of,
So you don't got no distractions?
I mean, I'm human. Of course, I have distractions going on, but not distracting me from doing what I got to do. Not block.
Distractions with an S?
Block.
Why you getting technical?
So
Like,
ready for the next mix.
on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
The next mix.
Who would if today who would be your MCM tomorrow if you would choose an MCM? Industry, non-industry, Jerome down the block.
Not a girls like babies.
Who could make MCM tomorrow? My Man Crush Monday.
You and Shibby cool?
I'm trying to think. He's not, yeah, he's cool, but not
Yeah,
my
cool,
man
cool.
part. No.
Not to be MCM.
She only can have one because she got distractions with
Michael B. Jordan, probably.
Alright,
good
choice.
Yeah.
Yes, he's that you talking Black Panther. Yes, him.
Yeah, just an all-around person, like him as a person.
Okay, okay.
Ain't just the body.
If
I
LeBron
don't know if you like white.
more attractive than basketball.
Okay. Okay, yeah. These people pressing me. All right, now. All right.
What they do?
I felt, it was a song I felt, and I'm not gonna tell you, please explain, what was your head space with I'm Done? The song I'm
Yo, you
Done.
know what? That's funny because, see, that's why I like Eminem, because you just made a story. That song had absolutely nothing to do with any, I swear to God, that song had
They
nothing
don't have
to
nothing
do
to do
with
with you?
Listen, I heard the beat, I was like, that's alright. When I started this, I know I said I was done with you. I was too busy getting too comfortable. And then, you
That's hard.
sometimes you be with your homegirls and they be talking shit about them.
All right.
Like, I'm gonna make a
It
song
was
for y'all.
influenced.
bitches.
That wasn't.
Yeah, it took me a minute to come up with the hook though. I just had the verse.
It's nice.
Yeah,
It's a nice song. I don't hear songs like that.
yeah,
Out these
yeah.
days. So.
Yeah, that was more for my homegirls.
You give me like a female version of like, you give me like a
I get that all the
type of
time.
vibe, right?
Oh,
I've been getting that.
That's
To
so-
get that all the
No,
time?
but it was like a storytelling type vibe I get from you. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I get that all the time. That's why I'm trying to get him on Cat 5. So, Meek watching
Yeah,
that.
Meek.
I don't know if
Hey,
you
me, come through.
trying to get him on that Cat 5 record.
So, what's next for Kyah Bay? What's your next one?
Definitely gonna do a couple of videos of the tape. The way it's been looking, I might have to do videos for all of them. So
I think that's a new thing to do.
because every time I post what's your favorite or what video y'all want me to do next, the answer is so mixed, and I would just be assuming everybody's gonna just mostly say, like Harvard City, I did it because it's a big, it's a New York record, but everybody got their
That
own
was a dope
different.
visual.
Thank you.
That was a dope
Thank you.
visual.
Shout out to my boy Extra on that one. He did think directing that.
You should make like a short film almost.
We was thinking that, but it was too late. It was like we already did it, so we would have had to. Yeah.
What do you think about all the beef between the female rappers? Ooh,
I think it's dumb. I just.
like, just get money, huh?
It's just get money and just stay. Try to limit your time. I limit my time on social media a lot. If I don't have to promote myself or just show what I'm doing, because people always like just to be nosy to see what you're doing. I limit my time on social media. And like, even when I'm in the studio, my friends be like, you seriously sitting there playing Candy Crush? Like, I I just, because you get so caught up, and sometimes I used to do that so much that my manager used to have to sometimes, oh, yo, why you answering people? But sometimes people get you so frustrated, like, you can't be this dumb. I really have to answer this person, there's no way you just be this dumb, but you really just want that attention. So I stopped doing that. I slipped up one time recently, cause now this guy went in, he went in on me so bad, like,
I can't imagine the pressure.
he was just like, he thought I was lying about having a job. Like I made a motivational video a couple weeks ago when I was working about having a job and how it is possible to chase your dreams and do what you gotta do. But if you need money in your pocket to pay your rent, then you gotta work. You can't be out here, trying to be an artist. Everybody's not a privileged artist. Some people don't understand what it means to be a privileged artist. You can live with your parents, you can live with your cousin, you can live with your best friend, you get free clothes from people, boutiques, all of that. That's being privileged. Some people don't have that at all.
Right.
So I put that up and he was like, you got the money, you don't know what it's like. Being SMD. Also, hold the fuck up. But you're not gonna tell me to do a second day because I'm telling you I have a job. Like, they were like, I'm sorry, I have to turn myself in Monday, beautiful. Now he writes me all the time. I swear to God. If I show you my phone number, I screenshot it every time he writes me. He's like, I love you so much, my beautiful queen. I can't wait to meet you one. If I ever
Just needed that attention.
Yeah. So after that day, from that day, like,
Don't even waste your time.
I didn't even waste my time.
They always do that. I see that with celebrities like on Twitter, and then when the celebrity responds, they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm actually a big fan. I'm sorry." Like,
I've seen that. They do, but it's like sometimes, realistically, you know how much time that takes? About one day I really try to respond to my messages, and it took up 3 hours out of my day. And it takes up a lot of artists' time to respond and say thank you. Like this, a general thank you is sometimes the most, we can do sometimes when we work that way. Like I can't sit here with y'all and be like, hold on, I'm saying thank you and responding to all my fans, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And some people just can't accept that.
What was it like working with DJ Self with, I don't know if it was called Learning Entertainment. I definitely know him a love hip hop.
It was something music group.
How was that?
It was a good experience. It was a very good learning experience for me, and I'm happy I experienced it early in the game. But that was like a breaking point for me. It's like, I want to do this, I'll do it, I'm not going to do it. So.
And who would you want to work with in the future? Like,
Collabs, any future collabs or near future?
There's so many to name, there's so many to name, and there's so many upcoming artists that I know personally that I would like to work with. Or like, I love singers, so when I be discovering a singer that I follow, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna work with this girl. Like my last show, I brought out my homegirl to sing with me in my last show. She was really dope. But yeah.
we actually have a singer in here that you might want to connect with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so how can viewers listen to Sincerely Kyah?
Also, every streaming platform, Apple.
All of them.
Tidal,
Anything you got, you can find
SoundCloud,
Sincerely Kyah.
All of that.
You should know how to spell it sincerely.
Nah, they really don't. It's Kyah. Some people spell it Kiah.
Yeah,
Some people
different.
spell it Kiah.
K-Y.
Kyah. Sincerely Kyah.
You had a link on your page, something like Talk Tuesday or something like that?
Yeah, it was a Talk Night Tuesday. That was when the freestyle thing that Flex first on. I started that, but then I stopped it because, to me personally, it put me in a box, and then I didn't really anybody like, yo, come freestyle. And I'm like, I don't want anybody thinking I'm the smack URL freestyle. I want people to get into my tape. Like, this is my first solo project by myself. I want people to listen to my music, and
That's dope.
that's why I'm happy that you said you like I'm done, because I know that she really listened to it. Some people, when I put out Heart of the City, like, yo, this is fire, and I'm like, I know y'all didn't listen to the tape. It was the first damn song off the damn tape.
Yeah, that's what I said, the same
song off the tape. You like, yo, when you dropping the tape, this is fire. I'm like, yo, it's the first song off the tape. So yeah, definitely. I might do some here and there, but I'm more so, I gotta step up my video content for real.
And just so you know,
I like it, but I don't have a lot of, as much as I would like to.
I like games, so you gotta make a video
Yo,
for
that's
games.
not so funny because people say that too. I'm
That's
like,
the
hey,
song when you about to slide with your homies.
Like,
Oh, we about to go out?
Yeah.
Gang and Lifestyle is like 2 records that I played around with. I'm like, I just throw it on
It's
to
fun.
give it a little,
Yeah.
balance on the tape. And people really liked it. And when I was like, yo, what video I should do next? People were like, gang, how you do a gang? When you do a gang? I'm like, damn, people really like gangs.
Yeah, that jump
I'm
vibe.
definitely gonna do a gang video.
Beat out too. You know, we like beat out down here. You gotta be able to hey, I done blew my speakers like that. So anyway, we are happy to have you. We are glad you came.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad.
And you also vote Tuesday. But anyway.
Yes. Yes. I'm so happy. I was going back Wednesday. I was like, damn, how come they didn't vote? But now I'm going back to it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell the people where they can find you as far as social media.
Social media is Kyah_baby. Kyah.
I think everywhere.
I'm telling you, you wouldn't believe people will ask me and still write, hey Kyah, Kiii. I'm like, yo,
How they wanna
you
spell?
just added me, bro. But nah, it's Kyah_baby on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, it's Kyah.baby. And Facebook is Kyah Baby. I got the Kyah Baby music page. YouTube.com/Kyah Baby music. SoundCloud.com/Kyah Baby.
Everywhere.
Sincerely, Kyah is everywhere.
Everything.
Yes.
All right.
Every city video just dropped.
We look forward to seeing you blow and grow.
Thank you.
Because you have no choice but to.
Right.
You
I'm under
too
pressure, but.
illy. You too illy.
The pressure's good.
So that's it for Kyah Baby,
Thank
live
you,
from the
thank
305 with the culture.
Hey.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. 2-minute break.
Hey, Diddy, yo, Diddy. Y'all in front of
Yo,
the line.
it's your girl Kyah Baby. You already know. 718-305. Me and my amigos doing it for La Culture, baby.
Hey. Oh, that was solid. All right.
I'm saying.
Y'all can say
You got it? I'm saying, girl.
okay.
Thank you for having me.
So that was Kyah Baby. Make sure she got a bottle or something before she go. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. The party isn't over. Yeah. And stop trying. Our guest host trying to leave us. I don't know why she. I'm just playing. All right, so we're gonna keep this thing rolling. We got another treat for you. Yeah, tell them about the treat. Trick or treat. No trick, no trick. Just treat. Nice. All right, snap. We got snap.
Oh, we want. Okay, I gotta get my blanket.
Oh gosh. And what's up with the music?
What's up with the music?
God.
You good?
Cancel the DJ. Cancel the DJ.
Oh yeah, we already know.
Oh.
We got a singer and a songwriter straight out of the MIA.
Sweet.
Most definitely next up. Yeah, Arie.
Big Arie.
Big Arie.
Let's welcome Arie the artist.
Come through.
Y'all know y'all love our little class. How you doing?
Marvelous, marvelous. I'm gonna keep it over here.
Alright. I know y'all hear that. That sounds wonderful. Y'all hear it?
Yeah.
They hear it? Okay. Cool. How you feeling?
Y'all actually, they actually coming on. Like,
Nah.
you can't tell?
What's that?
Nah.
You look
It's coming on.
good. What you mean?
Oh, okay.
See, look. This not even her fleeked out lashes. And it's
She's not
still
complete that way.
on fleek the song.
But I feel great. Y'all gave me a lot of Bella Rose.
Got
Shout
it
out.
right, man. Got it
Shout out to
right.
Rose.
Hey, congrats.
How was
Congrats.
your weekend?
My weekend was great. Hi, Malaya.
She ain't trying to talk about how great that weekend was.
Hi, Malaya. She's texting me the whole time over there. That's my daughter.
Oh. How old is your daughter?
She's sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's excited.
That's kindergarten or first grade?
That's kindergarten.
Okay. How is she? How she like the experience of kindergarten, or is like?
I mean, she loves kindergarten. She loves that her mom is a singer. She loves that her teacher acts her in his mom. Yeah. She's happy
I
about
seen a
kindergarten.
video of her. She like, that's right, mommy.
You saw that? Oh, it's so cute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
proud of
excited
mommy.
for me.
Congrats. Hey, you
Thank
used to record with Trina and City Girls.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Trim.
Hey, how did that come about?
Actually, it was a funny story. Big B and Lamb, they produced the record, and I was in a car with Big B one day. He was letting me go to some record activities, and we hear something about what Chris Brown was doing with another artist. And I heard the beat. I was like, send that to my phone, let me get on that. He was like, nah, Arie, nah. He was like, nah. I was like, why? He was like, cause I already got that for somebody already. I was like, stop playing, send that to my phone.
That pressure.
So he said no. He's like, no, I'm not gonna send it to you. So probably like 2 weeks later, he sent it to my phone. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So he let me get on, he was like, let me see what you do with it first. So when I did it, I heard it again, and City Girls vocals on it, and then after that I was like, okay, me and City Girls. So then one day, another day, I came back, I was like, he was like, Trina on it. So then I heard it was on it, so I was like, oh shit, I ain't mad at that. So he was happy.
Right.
Yeah, I was happy. Yeah, and then she's gonna put on her album, so that's what's up.
Wow.
Big
Oh,
blessing,
my.
most definitely.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
Speaking of Trina, are you like born and raised?
Like, of course, yeah.
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 You know, don't try to be from Broward now, trying to be an
But
apostle.
let me tell you something. I live in Broward.
Oh,
right? I
you
live in
bossed
Broward.
up and went.
Listen, I live in Broward. One thing about I live in Broward, but I ain't from Pompano and like Fort Lauderdale. You know, that's real Broward. Now, I ain't real Broward. Yeah, shout out. Well, shout out to Fort Lauderdale, Pompano.
Shout out to Kodak.
Shout out to Kodak. But yeah, I'm not really from Broward. Like, I
You
ain't
upgraded the transition.
Yeah, like, I went to Miramar High School and I went to Carroll City High School.
City, what's up?
Yeah, I went to both high schools.
What did you do in school while you was in school? Were you singing or were you into other activities?
I was skipping school. I was hanging out with my friends. I was doing the fuck I wanted to do.
So real. I like that.
Yeah.
I was like if I could do high school I would have been some shit, but I wasn't. Like, I was skipping school. Me and my friends thought we was grown. We was going to the casino. We was doing all kinds of shit.
Oh, Lord.
We was cared
Y'all
about
tried to stay home.
dresses. We cared about cheap haul. I cared about looking cute. I cared about the boys. I didn't care about all kinds.
But did you pass?
Of course, I graduated. I graduated, but shit.
Oh, it was easy.
You know, I'm gonna have all F on my midterms, but when the report card come out, I'm gonna have my A's and B's. Yeah, that's how they went.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
how long have you been singing?
Y'all know the same, like, okay. I thought singing like for real. Like, I came out with a song a year ago, but singing like professionally, like taking it serious, like every day, they thought I do 6 months.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
So this just came out the blue. You weren't in the church choir?
I was in church choir when I
You
was
know
a
that's
kid.
the original
That's my
story.
new birth.
You
If anybody
heard?
from New Birth is
Yeah,
watching,
yeah.
yeah, I was at the New Birth and I played in church choir to play the whole church like when I was little. But like, I've always known that I was going to be a singer. I just didn't know when or how. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all and sit up here and say I was trying. I was trying to be a singer. Like, that shit ain't happen like that. It ain't gonna like that.
What was
Like,
the turning point? Like, what was like?
I was at work and I read my horoscope. My horoscope told me I was gonna sign a deal.
Really?
And then what happened after that?
3 days later, I signed a deal.
Hold on now.
Wait,
Where'd you read that horoscope? I didn't see it. What you
It's
say?
called Astro Coach. Y'all download Astro Coach. Astro Coach plugged me. I'm dead ass serious. I read Astro Coach and told me I was gonna sign a deal, and then 3 days later, I met my CEO, Karen G. Shout out to Karen G. And then I signed a deal.
Shout out to that.
I'm a Capricorn.
About to download that.
I'm married to Capricorn.
That thing telling the future right now.
I'm dead serious.
Y'all talk.
Yeah.
You giving me single child vibes. Like you had siblings.
Definitely, I love my siblings.
Oh, you giving me brat vibes. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm the baby though.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. My sister, she's 6 years older than me, and she was just always big sister. And you know, I'm a thing, and I have another sister. Hi, mommy. Like I call her mommy. Well, the whole family call her mommy. And I have a little sister too. But they came way later after I was grown.
Hey,
But I was
tell us about Better Man.
what y'all know about
I
that
want to
man?
know. Like, I want to know. Is that a
What y'all
shot?
know about that man?
I want to know. What inspired Better Man? Please.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Actually, okay, let me tell you the truth. I had a job, right? And like leaving home, leaving my job, I heard the beat in my car, and I was like, the man give a man the one beside me. I kept playing it over and over. That's the only thing that kept coming to my head. So then, like, I freaked Better Man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I freaked Better Man. Like, I never wrote it. That shit ain't written down nowhere. Like, I freaked Better Man. And you know, I did think about one night accidentally, like, you know, the park. But I ain't gonna say it's dedicated to nobody in specific, but like shit, friends went through shit like that, you know. I went through shit like that, but like only one little part accidentally one night accident, but other than that.
What part is that?
That's why. Cause I had an ex people that I was like, I wouldn't know that you still cheat. Just like how you cheat on me, you cheat on her, cause I don't.
Because they don't make it feel better.
It made me feel better. Like she get
Oh, they got that real talk.
Oh,
They have better talk.
And she was. So yeah.
Mission accomplished. Good.
Yes.
Jeez.
So that's what's up.
So now, who inspires you as a singer? Because you give me like Monica type vibes.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. I got something in common.
I love
Who
you.
don't listen to Beyonce?
Listen, people listen to Beyonce behind closed doors if they try to act like me. Okay?
Listen,
That's the behind
man, get you a real woman who like Beyonce. If your woman don't like Beyonce, you need to jump her.
Yeah.
Beyonce is
She got to be a big hater.
If you don't like Beyonce, then you're lame.
What
Like,
is that like?
what if they're not like, when a woman doesn't like Beyonce, you need to second guess her.
So a woman, the man doesn't necessarily have to like Beyonce.
No.
A man doesn't think so.
His woman,
His woman should
His
like
woman
Beyonce.
is-
to appreciate
Beyonce. That's the real
the
woman.
life Beyonce did.
If you don't like Beyonce,
Y'all
then it's
strong
something
about
wrong with
this.
that area. And I'm very strong about it, and I mean that. And I feel like everybody should look deep into that. If your woman, you when you lay down with your girl and they're like, hey, you like Beyonce? And she like, nah, you need to let her go. Real women like
Yeah, she
Beyonce.
might have a mental illness.
If she don't like Beyonce, she she dead ahead and she's not a good person.
Do you like to collaborate with other artists, like rappers and singers? Like, I know you collaborated with a couple, but do you want to continue doing more of that?
Of course.
Singers and rappers, or just rappers?
I would collaborate with whoever got some fire shit.
Okay.
I want to collaborate. I like good fucking music. Like, that shit sounds good. I just need to be an artist. That's just how I feel. It doesn't matter if it's niggas or rapper. As long as it's good music, that's all I care about.
Well, your voice on the track is definitely a good addition.
I will say that, yeah.
What
Hey,
are
I feel like, what you gonna say?
right quick? What are some who are some artists you see yourself collaborating with this year before the year is over, or you open?
Chris Brown.
On
the way
Hey,
to that,
jump Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
It's breezy.
Did you?
I can't be robbed. I got some shit I want to hit him on. And call it back. I got a song that I can hit, call it back.
All right.
Shout out to Kodak.
If you
I feel
like,
like she's like one of the first female R&B artists out of Miami.
I feel like that's when I
Think
feel
about
like,
that. That's she in her own lane right
I'm in
now.
my
We
own
don't
lane.
have many
Talk
of
the
those.
team.
Think about
Talk
it.
the team. Yeah.
Think about it.
Talk the team.
What female artist we got down there that's on that R&B vibe that we know of?
you're right. And got the buzz for
And got
it.
the buzz going. And sound
Y'all gotta get Miami. Are you getting love from? We a tough crowd down here. I've seen big celebs come down and barely get a reaction out of a crowd. So it's tough, and we know it's tough being from here. We don't see many people break through the barriers, and you're starting to do that. So, are you receiving love, or will you say it's a little hate?
Good question. I would say, in some ways, yes, and in some ways, no. I would say in some ways, yes, in some ways, no. Like, the way Miami is set up, you have to get that coastline. You gotta do something crazy for them to be like, fuck with her.
That is true.
Who she is, where she at. But I don't care. There's definitely like, you gotta make me care. I don't give a fuck that. If a person don't want to co-sign me, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna win. So at the end of the day, you're not gonna have a choice. By the way, go listen to my new song, Fuck You. If you listen to my new song, Fuck You, fuck you, right?
It's dedicated to who?
I love y'all. Fuck y'all. You shit. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all the honest to God truth. No, fuck you. Like, no, come back. Nothing. Fuck you. At the end of the song, I say I love you, but fuck you. What you will see is in this journey, this musical journey, it's real. Like, people that I grew up with, people that I love, they were completely different. And people love to say, you change, because you good, but people change. They see you doing this and they see you doing that, and they feel like you the one motherfucker change. But bitch, you change. I ain't shit yet.
Word.
I'm still fucking trying to get on. If I couldn't invite you here, if I couldn't invite you there, that's because I'm trying to get acclimated to this lifestyle. Let me get on. And then I feel like everybody, but people don't understand that. People feel like, oh, this bitch acting fun. Bitch, relax. But like I said, once again, the way Miami and I city back here, countries is set up, you have to do something big first for them to respect you. And I think that people see it. And people, right now, what I'm going through, people are peaking. Like if you look at my Instagram story, you watching my Instagram, all y'all thousands motherfuckers, and the next shit ain't adding up, you follow. Y'all watching. They trying to see. They trying to see. They see old shit. See old shit.
Do you feel like you need to go outside Miami?
I'm not gonna go outside of Miami because I'm gonna show y'all that I can do it
Yeah,
here.
so
And
I like that.
I'm gonna show y'all that I'm the bitch. I'm the artist.
Y'all been a lot more.
And I'm gonna show you that at the end of the day I have talent. And it's undeniable.
Yes,
So
sir.
at the end of the day, people's gonna have to respect it. At the end, fuck you, it said, we can't beat it, so we're gonna join the team. So you can't beat me, so you're gonna have to join the team and say, I fuck with her. And that's just what it is. That's how it is.
That's what's up. What is to be honest about? Like, what was your I like that. Where was your head with to be honest? And you please
And
be
because
honest.
y'all gave me Bel Air Rose, I'm gonna be completely motherfucking.
What's up, Ross?
Get them over.
Holla at her.
Okay, so Let me tell y'all. So when I wrote To Be Honest, I'm gonna be so very frank with y'all. I wrote To Be Honest, if you go on my SoundCloud, the words of it is very funny. You're a real fuckboy, real shit eater, low down, dirty dog. What a pussy pleaser. That's what I said. And it was just a fucking joke. But I fucking did. It was a joke. I said it on Snapchat to a beat. And my inbox went crazy. Like, who saw that? Who saw that? I was like, that's what actually started me singing. G shit.
Really?
That started me singing again. JP, in City Girl.
Free JC.
Free JC, by the way. She wrote said, Arie, you need to put that shit out there, bitch. You can sing. Sing.
Wow.
Me and JP, we was at her house. She said, Arie, we finna be big. This before she was, fuck that nigga had just came out. This before she signed her did a QC anything. Arie, we finna be big. We was the better bitch. You need to put that song out there. Blah, blah. But she was like, I come to the studio with you. Finally put the shit out. I freestyled that shit too. That shit was about my ex. That shit, and at the time I wrote To Be Honest, I was real hurt. I was real hurt. My ex had no shit on me. My ex no shit on me. He had no way to jail. I done held him down. He done came up, got another girlfriend. I was real hurt. Yes, he did. He loved me now though. But hey, I ain't fucking with you like that. To be honest, but that's still a homie. But look, he can't. That happened. I wrote To Be Honest. It was all about him, and he knew it, and I didn't give a fuck. And it's for every girl that went through some shit with a fuck ass nigga, because you was being a fuck ass nigga at the time.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So what was his reaction when he heard?
You know what? I didn't know his reaction at the time. All his homeboys knew the reaction. They was like, hey, that shit was hard. But you fell for it. Like, you know, all the homeboys were telling me that shit, but then, like, probably, to be honest, it's been about a year now. Like, in October, it's probably been a year since I came out with that song, and he wrote me. Like, me and him we talk regularly, and he was just like, you came out with this song about me. Sure did. Sure fucking did.
You got me rolling over.
Keep it together, man.
But yeah, that's what it was about him, and you know, and I'm happy, and you know what, I'm so thankful to God that happened. Everything, one thing I will tell people is that everything that's supposed to happen in life is supposed to happen to you, because had he not did the thing that he did to me, had he not went to jail, had he not did all that, I would not be doing it. Because I was so fucking obsessed with him that I wouldn't be able to do it.
Wow.
So the fact that he's away, that's what helped me do it.
Look at the reaction she just had.
And I'm thankful that, not that he went to jail, but I'm sorry that he was, but, you know, I'm thankful that he put me through what he put me through so I could make such a song so that women could relate. Girls still be writing me like, I love this song. Why you performing that song? Like, girls love that song. They be like, I can relate, you speaking my life, bitch. Like, girls write me all the time.
That's dope, man.
And I thank him for that song. I still love him. He's still a good person. Like, you know, I'm just happy that happened.
But y'all know that the best music be coming from that hurt.
Real
though.
shit. That's why they suggest artists actually compose music during moments like that.
That's kind of like what Kyah just said about having distractions, right? So if you didn't have that distraction in your life, you wouldn't have been here.
No.
Because you'll be
I would be
obsessed with him. What is he doing?
Yeah.
He was also an artist, so at the end of the day, like, I
Supporting
never wanted
him.
to do what I wanted to do because he was an artist. And I was like, that name
Oh,
was
they gonna drop that name? Oh,
he was an artist.
You
But
trying to
like I said, I was so worried about his career and making him a better person and pushing him forward that I wasn't worried about me. I was being supportive of my man, and I wasn't focused on what I wanted to do. When I be singing, he's like, yeah, you sound good, but okay.
Back to him.
Yeah, so that was just what it was.
Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing.
What's your personal favorite song out of all the songs you ever made?
Before you even get to that, are you just dropping singles, or you working on like the album?
I'm about to drop a single and then I'm going to come out with an EP. I'm actually about to go on a tour. I'm about to tell you about the tour. We're going on a tour, but it's going to be big.
It's
fun. We're going on a
You
tour.
can't give no excuse. Show the culture.
No, we're going on a tour.
Alright.
I ain't gonna put it out there yet. Y'all gonna see it real soon. I'm going on a tour. It's gonna be a 10-city tour. And I'm trying to drop an EP before the tour. So that's just my goal. And I'm gonna drop a single before that and then drop an EP, drop a video, all type of lit shit.
Okay, because I was just about to ask you, when do you think we can get a body of work?
Yeah, y'all go get it. It's coming. It's on the way. It's on the way.
If you can tell your, if you can give yourself some advice 5 years ago, what would it be?
It would be, where about yourself?
Worry about yourself.
Think about yourself.
Think about yourself.
Do you focus on what you want? But you know what? I would, and honestly, I'm gonna switch it and flip it. I'm gonna give myself no advice.
No? So you
You just go through everything that you need to go through so that you can get to this point, right? Like, because people all the time, they always say, you could have been doing it. Everything happened in the perfect timing. Everything that happened to me as far as getting my deal, everything that happened about me, the people that I'm with now, it happened at the perfect time. And I wouldn't change anything. I don't want to change anything. I want to be exactly what I need to go through, exactly what I need to go through to get to where I am right now.
the universe is coming together, man. That's dope.
What kind of music do you like to make? Like, as far as the topics you cover, things like that. I can get a feel of what you probably cover.
I like anything that's fucking real. Can you turn it up?
Can we turn that up?
That big Arie right there.
Okay.
F-U.
You gonna get some live performance right now? Right here with culture. Let's go.
Worry about the wrong stuff.
Stop worrying about the wrong shit. Stop worrying about me. Boom.
Revival.
All right. Y'all heard
Y'all heard it right here.
how much of the road day did she do? Okay. She helped herself.
I'm just trying to make music and feed my daughter. You'll be, that's why I can say one thing. This Miami shit is so fun. You'll be happy for you. People not gonna be happy for you. They, she doing it. Bitch, I'm talented. That's why I got signed. I'm not fucking my CEO. Like, I'm talented.
It's sad they just result to that. They always
That's what they
do.
do.
When it comes to
Songs,
female,
listen, fake pages, they write me. Fucking trolls, I troll me. Leave the fuck alone. I'm a talented bitch. That's why I got signed. Not fucking my CEO. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm talented. And they believe in me. Why is that hard to do?
Checking right now. Like,
All y'all hoes is in my DM, all fucking internet trolls. Leave me the fuck alone.
leave her
I
alone.
heard it.
Y'all make beautiful music. Let an artist out of Miami come out of Miami. My God.
That's what I'm saying. People don't believe that people actually have talent, and people, there are good people out here that believe in you and want to see you win. Because you guys are so fucking haters. Goddamn haters. Y'all don't fucking believe your bitch really winning. Like, we trying to win, we trying to make money.
It's real though.
Be a gatekeeper.
Hey, you in your own lane
I'm
right
in
now.
my own fucking lane. I'm the only R&B bitch that I know. You didn't know this to anybody else. Bitch, I have good health. I wear wigs and I wear makeup and I know what the fuck everybody else got going on. I worry about me. I do me. I sing. I talk about real shit and I write my shit. And that's just how I go.
You looking at more. You looking forward to more of this right here. Arie,
You gotta come
big
back.
Arie. Hey, where that BIG come from?
The big R.
Yeah.
That shit sound tight. That shit sound good.
It was like,
Shit, everything big. Then once I jumped out of, I didn't let it. I was like, damn, new artist jumping out of Rolls Royce now? Hell, motherfucker, yeah. 3MG take care of me. They make sure I look good everywhere the fuck I go. That's
3MG. Okay. 3MG. Can you tell us more about 3MG?
Yeah. 3MG, that's my label. That's my music group. And everybody in 3MG is talented. We're all fucking gems. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're fucking underdogs. People don't see us. Like, they nobody even knows kind of. You know what I'm saying? So, it's let me tell you all. I ain't gonna forget because they're gonna be mad at me. So, it's fucking Zoe Bree. She a rapper, she Haitian, she lit.
All of these people are from Miami?
From Miami, yeah.
Listening.
It's fucking cousin Ryan.
Cousin
he
Ryan?
He give me like motherfucking right to the vibe.
Okay, go.
He give me right to the vibe. The fucking Doobie, he give me Ghana vibes, Young Thug vibes, when he lit.
Make sure y'all listening to
It's
the
Fly.
Putting you up on game right now.
Fly, Fly in Snow Lane. He Haitian too. I like Fly shit.
Shout out to the Zoe.
It's Tony Smooth. He give you Uzi Vert vibes. He give you fucking famous dick vibes. Like,
Really?
They got
That
a-
style out of Miami?
I mean, that shit is very interesting. That's unfair. It's diverse because guess what? This is not a bandwagon ass motherfucking label that's looking for shit that everybody doing. It's different ass shit. Who's not a motherfucking female outside of Miami? Talk your teeth. That's motherfucking popping. That's real. That's real big. I don't know. If they did, I don't know about it.
You've been missing that. I love it.
That's just the function.
You gotta keep doing things.
What you-
I'm missing anybody?
What?
I remember Cheddar.
Shout.
He's a 16-year-old prodigy.
Oh.
17. Cheddar turned 17, right? I'm missing somebody else.
Any more label
Nobody.
I'm missing nobody because they'll be mad at me. And it's only because of the level. I'm missing somebody with the level.
We need more music because I would love to brag about R&B singer out of Miami. Like,
Well,
I
On
think
the
you.
way. And that's the thing. People, if you listen to my song, Fuck You, when she gonna drop some shit, I said some shit, like people are, when she gonna drop some shit, when she gonna drop. I think everybody got it fucked up. Like shit is like supposed to be overnight. It's not overnight. Shit don't work. This is the party.
We didn't even know this just happened. We
That's
got
what
you
I'm saying.
paying on people.
People be mad. I
Hey.
very motherfucking new. Let me get my shit perfect because I'm gonna make it perfect. Like I want to.
Okay.
Perfect. Y'all gonna get everything fucking perfect.
You don't want to just drop now.
Oh, they got to be honest right there. Like that's to be honest.
You got it.
Oh, we got it all. We was ready.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to KD. You got everything back there.
Yeah, but just know when people ask when you're gonna drop more music, obviously it's because they want more from you. They don't have to
No,
everybody.
I'm not saying it in a bad way. Listen, I'm not saying that. I know they want to hear more, but this is the thing. I'm trying to make sure it's perfect because I'm a perfectionist and I'm a baby. And on my label, I'm the baby. I'm perfect.
And they treat you as such. That's
I'm
what's
a
up.
baby, and I'm like, I'm really a baby. Like they be mad at me, and I'm like, like this, like you know they think. Wait. Yeah, like I'm really like a baby. So I be wanting it to be perfect because I'm actually content, and I don't want to go over you. Okay, you gotta take this put out your shit. I was thinking New Year, but it might have to be Christmas because the tour is before Christmas.
Christmas would be interesting. I miss little Christmas R&B songs. That would be interesting.
Oh no, we're not gonna do a Christmas R&B album.
That's too corny. I wanted it.
It ain't even gotta be that bad.
I wanted to write
I may do y'all a cover on my page, but we ain't doing the Christmas R&B.
All right, come on.
Y'all gotta get the business. Y'all gotta get
You want to get that real stuff. Okay, I feel that. All right, so where can where can viewers find more of your music? Or where do you want them to catch you?
I'm on iTunes, I'm on Tidal, I'm on Spotify, I'm on that shit.
Oh, all they have you
What's
on.
the name?
Go look up Arie. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. On Tidal, they spell that shit A-I-R-E. Don't fuck with me. So they trying to get that shit
Trying to get it right, man.
iTunes, that shit spelled the same way. I don't give a fuck one.
All right, spell it both ways. I'm
You
trying to
spell
spell
it
it.
both ways, but and then you can spell it A-R-I-E too, Arie. Better Man gonna come up that way, but the new song with Trina and T-Bro, they spell that shit A-R-I-E. But yeah,
That name
yeah,
right.
they got it. But that's yeah, we made the process again that thing. But everywhere else on SoundCloud it's still Arie too. That's when you get to be honest. Y'all gonna get the real tea.
Oh,
Yeah,
see?
to be honest.
It's the SoundCloud.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's SoundCloud where you really
It's Arie.
Ari.
Yeah, y'all think I should change my name from Arie.
Yeah, because it's already catching.
Don't change it from Arie to Arie. Or just keep it as Arie.
If you change it, what would you change it to?
I want that shit to be big Arie. Just all around. I gotta find out who the fuck. We gotta
Big
pay
Arie
ass.
too now.
We gotta pay their ass to get big Arie.
I want Big Arie to be your nickname.
Nickname.
Big Arie my nickname, right? but like my handles, my social media handles.
Arie the artist. You can't just put Arie.
Arie the artist.
It's too many
That's
Arie.
how I felt too.
I was looking for you when there was people.
The real Arie, the one and only Arie. Some one of those people.
Minister, get that right, man.
Yeah, not the one and only Arie though. Too long.
It's too long.
Arie the artist or something.
And I could sing for real. That's the crazy.
She can sing.
You got some
Okay.
applause right there.
Yeah.
She already sung for us. That man want to hear some more sweet nothing.
If y'all trying to hear some shit for real, go look up my music. If y'all really interested, that's the show you really interested. Go look up my music.
And real quick, I'm interested. Who's your favorite singer? Like she can sing. Like if you had to build a superhero.
I say Beyonce.
Besides Beyonce, because we know we gonna say B, but if you had to build a superhero to sing everybody else out, who would be that superhero? Who's the best singer to you? Or your favorite?
I'm gonna say Beyonce.
Dead or alive.
I can't. I have to sit like that's real shit. Like one thing about me, I be talking real shit. I don't like fucking shit. Beyonce. And I'm gonna say it in her voice, Beyonce. And that's just how.
Wait, what's up?
Beyonce.
Oh my gosh, where you ever heard?
I really everybody else and hoes and that. I just love Beyonce. So, like I said, Beyonce, she is the status quo. If you're a singer, you should be inspired.
You should have been Beyonce for Halloween.
I should have been. I was Beyonce for Halloween.
What year?
And my daughter was Beyonce for her school black role model. They did a thing, and I made her Beyonce.
I had to catch up on pictures. You ain't posted on IG or nothing like
I
that?
did. But you know, I try to keep my baby off of IG.
Okay.
Facebook,
Right.
Snapchat,
You again.
people. The world is cold on IG. They be going in on me, and I can't respond when they go back on me. But they going on my baby.
You turn off your comments? You don't turn them on?
I don't turn my comments, but I watch it and I be laughing. The funniest comment that I did hear about me is that I look like Blame It on Quay. Kiki.
Kiki.
Yeah, you know Blame It on Quay. They said I look like Blame It on Quay. That was extra funny. Whoever that was, they said that I was there and crashing up out there.
Don't even give them any shine. They don't want
You're
attention.
actually fucking funny. You made my day. When he said I was like Blame It on Quay, I took this shit to Facebook. I said they said I was like Blame It on Quay. That was funny.
Well, I don't think you do.
And if you go look at my video with Trina and the City Girls and I had the blue wig on, maybe I did like Blame It on Quay. That's the thing. Maybe I did. Like my makeup was neat and it was very full. So maybe I did.
That was one person.
You're embracing it.
They was going in on me. They was like, my makeup was full on, give me full of maybe it was. Like shit, I don't know. I thought I looked cute. Shout out to Beauty Amazon. And
They got you right.
They got me right. My glam team, they did the shit. But if I did,
All right. Oh, look, he is a trip playing that Beyonce and throwback beat. Well, is there anything else you want to tell the people while you still got it? Anything, any message?
one thing I do want to tell you, what I will say is this. I know how it feels to be an underdog, and I want to fuck with people that are considered an underdog, and I want to show people that you can be on the support of the people. I want to be, Miami is such a cosmopolitan place that I want to be one of the people that fuck with the people from Miami that can't get no shine. And I'm going to show people when I get on, y'all didn't get on first. Right. I'm going to fuck with the people that can't get on. Because I love to help other people. I don't do this for me. I do this for my daughter. I do this for my mother, my family, my grandmother, my auntie, my family. That's what I do it for. I do this for my CEO to be good. I do this for everybody because I don't give a fuck about stuff. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. Entertaining and music, that makes me happy. But I care about the people around me. They need. That's what I want. So that's just my thing. Yeah.
All right.
Big Arie. Thank you. Thank you. Hey.
All right. So, guys, that is it. We will be back next week. We like to thank Big Arie the artist, for coming through and giving us all this personality. All of it. Yes. Oh, Lord. It's so entertaining. I can just watch it. We would like to also thank Kyah Baby for coming through from Queenin, and as well as our guest host. Oh man,
Vanessa.
awesome addition. We still miss you, Indy. Okay.
Right.
But yeah, thank you for coming through. And that's it. You guys have to make sure y'all vote.
I voted already.
think Arie voted.
If I voted,
You
you
do
voted.
too,
I
yeah.
got the car and
Vote.
and I feel it.
I bet you lied. I bet you lied. She was too cool to vote.
I think I thought that I did get on it, and I got the car, and I was fucked up when I got the car, and I didn't fuck
Hey,
up.
did you pick the right person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you heard
So
it?
when I got the car, my hair was messy, I didn't give a fuck, I still was there voting. If somebody recognized me, I'm like, what's up, Mark? I'm like, what's good, I'm there voting.
No excuses.
Get him,